Crazy Kids Bigmapaws here today, and if you've been reading the description that I told y'all, our flash is coming real soon, and guess what? It's here now and running. Our flash is basically where I talk about my work in under 10 minutes. That way I can learn how to get what I want to get out there in under 20 minutes or less. Now, without further ado, let's begin. My first art piece today is this sunset right here. I know it may not be much, but what makes it unique is my flaws, as you can see, and what I added right here. Now these, all the stuff and you see the sky right here are the stars that I've added here, the bright, vigorous stars in different bright colors. I decided that since my background sunset looked kind of pale and basic, I decided to add something different, and I just thought of it and started adding. And that's with white stars around it. I decided to add some little white stars around it too, as you can see right here. Excuse me. Yeah. And as for the trees right here, I forgot about the branches. As my art teacher told us that the branches need to show out in the leaves, and I forgot about it since I was having too much fun with it. I was going to go back and fix that, but it was too late, so we had to move on. Now, as for this right here, I had too much white over here, so I added some red. It wasn't until I saw the mistake that I made later on, and I've been saying that I want to fix it, but someone told me that it looks nice this way. I decided to leave it alone, and I later on eventually decided to like it too. Now, I decided to put this piece up because I've been told constantly how it's really beautiful and how they liked it. So I decided to put this up too, and I hope my babies liked it too. It didn't really have much more meaning. Actually, it was like a little art club activity thing you can do. My next piece actually has a meaning right here to it. And my meaning is, your artwork doesn't have to be beautiful to have a meaning. By that I mean that most people get caught up in the appearance of the artwork rather than the meaning of it. And this is supposed to represent it. Sure, this piece may not look as pleasing and eye-catching to most people, but it's the meaning that catches the eye and pleases a person. Because this piece right here represents what I just said. Your artwork doesn't have to be beautiful to have a meaning. And that's my meaning for this piece, which makes it beautiful and unique in its own way. Now, for the head I made, I did a really well job on the head. And as for the shading of the head, I didn't want it to be the same color as the poster board, which is kind of like a pink. So I decided to put some orange on it too. And as for the purple, the poster represents the black of the shadow of the neck and up. And as for the lips, I did a really good job too as well. It looks kind of realistic, as you can. I hope you can see that, but I actually added like a little piercing right here, a little piercing right there. And as for the nose, it was at first small, but when I started tracing the outline of the nose purple, I decided to paint the entire thing purple, and it ended up like a big nose, but it looks beautiful on it as well. The bangs cover the eyes, evidently, and I painted the darker parts of the bangs with orange. And as for the hair, I decided to leave it like this color and just shaded it in with black and leave the rest of it shiny. Now, as for the background, I didn't want it to look like the same thing as well, like this poster. So I added purple and purple, and I decided that was too much purple, and added orange right here. And as for the rest of the painting, I just went crazy with the paint, purple and orange, and just splattered all over the poster board, my fingertips, and even smeared it with my fingers as well. And it turned out really well, and that's what I like most about it in the artwork, the splatters on the paintings right here. Sorry about that. The splatters on the painting is what makes it really beautiful, vigorous, makes it pop, like filled with so much energy actually, excuse me. And that's what I like about this piece. And do keep in mind, for the beginner artists out there, excuse me, that was my poster board. Please, do keep in mind that your artwork doesn't have to be beautiful to have a meaning. That's what art means. Art doesn't have a meaning. You give it a meaning in your artwork, and in the meaning, your artwork is beautiful through the meaning. Hope y'all understood that. Now, my next piece is a sketch, as you can see. My meaning to this is everyone wants to be in the center of the universe, especially on their birthday, as you can see from the party lights right here. Treated like a queen or a king. And the city represents their universe while they're in the center of it. And when I say their center of the universe, As you can see, there's some things over here on the bottom. You could say buildings, but I kind of feel like this is one of my trademarks in art. And as you can see, they're up here too, meaning that this isn't just a regular universe. This is her universe, treated as a queen over here. And it's her birthday, treated in the center of her universe, and her city. And since it's a city, I decided to give it windows and a bunch of buildings, and to make it look more like a city, I decided to add a clothesline. Got some shorts, a regular t-shirt. In the middle, you have a little tank, as you can see. I hope you can see that, guys. As you can see, there's some flowers right here, representing Melanie Martinez-Pity party music video. Basically, in her music video, Melanie, aka Crybaby, throws herself a party, invites someone, they don't show up, and she throws herself a gigantic pity party. I'll leave the link in the description for that music video in the description box below. And at first, it starts off innocent. As for the flowers, it is innocent, leaving it as a girly tank, but eventually it ends up to be sad and yet dark, and then sad and dark at the same time at the end. And that's for the dark line pencil lines right here. I decided to add that since I thought of it, and it looked really well when I first put the first line on, and then I decided to do it with all over the the sketch. I decided to do it all over the sketch, and it looks really well. I'm glad I thought of it and decided to put it on here. And as for this entire figurement, I wanted to give her that body of those black figure sticks that you see in some oil paintings and even in some sculptures. Well, not some sculptures, but yeah, in paintings, especially oil paintings. And I decided to shade her in, give her dark shading, some gray shading, and leave out highlights to represent that black figurement. And that's about it. Wow, 7 minutes and 5 seconds. That's great. I feel I can do better, but that's for another episode of Art Flash, and I feel like I'm done. Now, before I do my outro, I want to say thank you guys so much for 20 subscribers. I never thought I would have made it to 20, but I am blessed that I have 20. Also, shout out to Markiplier. His birthday, I think, was on June 27th. So happy birthday to you, Mark. Really late though. Sorry, Mark. But what else? Oh yeah, I'm sorry for the long delay in videos. I just got caught up in the summer and then other things. Also, well, I guess I'm gonna do this outro now. So if you like this video, make sure to scope that like button, emoji pro, and why not subscribe to become my child today. And comment down below what you guys thought of my pieces and which one was your favorite. And what else? That's about it. Also, I will try to get out a Mortal Kombat video as well. Forgive me for the noise. I'll try to get out a Mortal Kombat video, well, Mortal Kombat X video, and I'll try to get out a DC Universe video because something new came up in DC, and I wanted to record it for y'all. And I've been away from DC a while too, so. Also, tell me in the comments below what video game did y'all miss from the channel, and which one do you want me to bring back, so that way I can bring it back. And that's about it for now. Now it's completely over. Now remember, Mama loves your child.